Finally, Jung Il Woo officially married Dara. What a heartwarming moment. Is it true? Did one of K Entertainment's most quietly beloved pairings just turn fantasy into reality? After years of whispers, secret glances, and undeniable chemistry, the news has exploded across headlines. Dara and Jung Il Woo are now husband and wife. How did it happen? When did the romance become real? Red Carpet Revealed is here to uncover the journey behind this stunning surprise. Let's dive in. Finally, Jung Il Woo officially married Dara. What a heartwarming moment. The news broke like a wave crashing against the silent sands of disbelief. Jung Il Woo and Dara, two of Korea's most beloved celebrities, were now officially husband and wife. Fans around the world gasped, blinked. They read the headlines in disbelief. Could it be true? After years of silence, subtle glances, and speculated encounters, had this once rumored romance finally turned into reality? The answer, as confirmed by both their agencies with a simple but powerful statement, "They are happily married," was a resounding yes. The announcement came with a single image, a black and white photo of Dara and Jung Il Woo standing beneath a cherry blossom tree, hands clasped, heads bowed slightly toward each other in soft intimacy. The caption read, "We did it, quietly, sincerely, and with all our hearts." That was all it took to send social media into an emotional frenzy. #WooForever began trending globally within minutes. But their story didn't begin with a wedding. It began, as most unforgettable romances do, with a whisper. Years before the world celebrated their union, sharp-eyed fans had started to suspect that something more than friendship was blooming between the ever-graceful Dara and the ever-gentle Jung Il Woo. The two had shared public spaces occasionally, fashion shows, award events, and the occasional variety appearance, but never in a context that screamed couple. It was the quiet things that sparked the speculation: similar captions on their social media posts, coordinated fashion choices, and those rare but telling moments when their gazes met and lingered a little too long. One of the earliest instances that set the fan theories ablaze was a 2021 backstage video from a joint charity gala. Dara had just performed. As she exited the stage, cameras captured Jung Il Woo waiting near the curtain. The exchange lasted less than 10 seconds, a brief smile, a nod, and what seemed to be a whispered sentence that made Dara laugh, but it was enough. Fans clipped the moment, slowed it down, added romantic filters, and began to dig deeper. Over time, breadcrumbs began to form a trail. Jung Il Woo posted a photo from a hidden cafe in Tokyo, the same cafe Dara had posted about 2 days earlier. A month later, they both uploaded separate photos of the same sunset, taken from different angles. There was no confirmation, but there was undeniable coordination. It was subtle, sophisticated, and maddeningly ambiguous. In interviews, they remained elusive. Dara would laugh off questions about romance, saying things like, "I'm married to my work," or "Love? Maybe when I'm not busy flying." Il Woo, known for his poetic way of speaking, once said in a press conference, "Real love is quiet. It doesn't beg for attention. It just exists." At the time, these statements were seen as philosophical. In hindsight, they were a confession. The media continued to circle, but Dara and Jung Il Woo maintained their silence. Perhaps it was a mutual decision to protect something precious from the noise of public consumption. Perhaps they understood the cost of exposure in an industry where rumors burn brighter than facts. Or maybe, just maybe, they were writing their own drama, free from scripts and directors. Early 2023, fans noticed something different. Dara appeared more serene, glowing in interviews. Jung Il Woo, too, seemed lighter, more content. Though still apart in public, their timelines began to intertwine with greater frequency. Stylists and insiders hinted, always anonymously, about a long-standing connection. One makeup artist cryptically posted, "Some love stories aren't for the cameras, but they're the most beautiful ones." Then came the Tokyo sighting. A blurry photo circulated online of two figures, clearly Dara and Jung Il Woo, walking hand in hand through a quiet Tokyo alley, faces covered, but unmistakable in their silhouettes. That moment shattered the delicate mystery, and fans exploded with joy, theories, and 1,000 questions. Their agencies refused to comment, But the silence was louder than any denial. By late 2023, rumors intensified. Some claimed a secret engagement. Others believed they had already married quietly. Then, in the first week of spring 2024, the confirmation arrived with breathtaking simplicity: the cherry blossom photo. A wedding that wasn't about spectacle, but sincerity. The ceremony took place in Kyoto, Japan, fittingly elegant, understated, and steeped in symbolism. A small garden temple tucked into the hills became the site of one of the most quietly powerful weddings Korean entertainment has ever witnessed. There were no flashing press cameras, no red carpet. Just love, in its purest, most private form. Were limited to close family and dearest friends. Among them were a few faces fans recognized: CL, Park Bom, and Minzy from 2NE1, sitting beside veteran actors who had worked with Jung Il Woo in his early drama days. No one posted during the ceremony. Phones were requested to be set aside. This was a moment meant to be lived, not documented. The vows, according to a source present, were handwritten. Dara reportedly said, "You are the quiet I didn't know I needed, the calm after every storm I've walked through." Jung Il Woo responded with, "You were never just a light in my life, you were the place I wanted to stay." No audience needed, no performance given, just two souls speaking, finally, in full voice. A few photos were shared, with permission. Dara wore a hanbok-inspired gown with modern elegance, ivory and silver, soft layers that floated like wind. Il Woo wore a tailored gray suit with subtle embroidery of a tree, representing rootedness, growth, and new beginnings. Their hands remained clasped in every photo. Their smiles were not for the camera, but for each other. Fans reacted with overwhelming support. Hashtags like #WooWedding, #from rumor to reality, and #drama come true trended across the globe. Celebrities posted congratulations, some with photos, others with nostalgic memories. CL wrote on Instagram, "I've seen her heart, and it's gold. She found someone who deserves it." Actor Yoon Si-yoon, a close friend of Il Woo, commented, "We've always been soulmates, now it's official." Media outlets from Seoul to New York attempted to get exclusive interviews, but both stars declined. Instead, they released a joint statement: "Thank you for respecting our quiet love. We chose each other in silence, and now we walk together with peace." The honeymoon location was never confirmed, but travel blogs picked up hints of a villa booking in Ubud, Bali, a private retreat surrounded by ice terraces and waterfalls. One local snapped a distant photo of a couple believed to be them, walking barefoot along a garden path, laughing freely. Back in Korea, fans organized a charity event in honor of the couple's marriage, raising funds under the banner, "Celebrate Love, Spread Love." It was a testament to how deeply Dara and Jung Il Woo had touched lives, not just as entertainers, but as people. What makes their story so compelling isn't just the fact that two famous figures fell in love, it's how they protected that love. In an era of oversharing, viral drama, and constant exposure, they chose privacy, chose intention. They chose each other. And in doing so, they reminded the world that real romance doesn't need fireworks, it just needs truth. As spring turned to summer, both returned to work. Dara signed on for a new music project, while Jung Il Woo was cast in a historical drama. But fans noticed something different in their interviews. Dara smiled more softly. Il Woo's eyes carried a quieter confidence. Something had shifted, and the world felt it. They didn't flaunt their wedding. Didn't need to. Because the love was never about proving something, it was about living it. In one final gesture to fans, Dara and Jung Il Woo released a handwritten note together. "Those who saw us before we saw ourselves, thank you. To those who respected our silence, thank you more. To those who believe in love that grows slowly, secretly, and surely, we are proof." And that is the heart of this story, not just a wedding, but a journey. One that took years, patience, understanding, unshakable faith. Finally, they are together, not as idols, not as actors, but as two people who chose each other quietly and completely. What a heartwarming moment,